Hello YouTube, the Blind Wizard here, and I am back with episode 3 of Mecha Ude. No note this time. This is a follow-up from the last episode where I was told that because of plans changing this week specifically, I was brought in to just react to whatever I wanted on my list. And I know that my list keeps getting longer and longer because of those polls that Joey keeps doing. But I should thank him for that, because when a show finishes, that lets me go right into the next one. And for anyone that thinks that that's not good, you should pace yourself better, you're right. I am pacing myself better. Or rather, at the moment I have kind of a lot to do, and yeah. I do promise that this summer, specifically, I'll deliver as much as I can on the content side. And I'm sure I can speak on behalf of the Tokustroyer and the Ref and Joey that will all be delivering some content over the summer. But I don't know if I can keep that quality up for long. So, last episode ended with that whole thing about Hikaru meeting the organization ARMS. And them basically saying, we don't need you, we just need Alma. And I go, yeah, that's not gonna last. You say that now. I don't think that's gonna last. There was also a cool fight last episode. Hikaru actually saved Aki. If it wasn't for Hikaru going back to help in the fight, Aki would have been captured by the organization. They technically, ARMS. The good guys, in quotes, good guys, because I'm not entirely sure yet, because, they claim to be good, but there could always be hidden, dark secrets, of course, but for now, I'll just be cautiously optimistic. The good guys, ARMS. They technically owe Hikaru a debt because he saved Aki from getting captured by Kagami organization, right? Maybe repay that debt first before you start being a little apprehensive about him here at all. But who knows? Let's go right into the episode and see what happens. And, yeah, next time you see me will be that post-episode discussion. And abracadabra. Alrighty, post-episode discussion time, and oh my gosh, that was an amazing episode. If I was being cautiously optimistic with the previous 2 episodes, this is the episode that sold me on the rest of this series that I need to keep moving forward. Man, what an episode. To go from, the organization was actually just being very blunt and honest with Hikaru that he didn't have potential at the moment. But Aki vouched for him. She said she saw potential. And you know what? I was surprised by that. I guess it was said in an episode, not remembering if it was this one or the previous one, but she is really a simple girl, yeah. And it also depends on how old she is, of course, being thrust into this kind of battle, this kind of environment. So, I consider Aki having major character development in this episode. This episode alone, especially. And then, we got the introduction of a boy who has pretty obviously a sickly body and was told probably about the trigger arm and how it would give the user a better body, and he probably just doesn't want to be sick anymore. I said stuff during the episode, and I completely forgot to update my theory, my prediction, and because of that, I forgot to bring in the prediction princess. Oops. Right? Peach is the one for this series? I hope. Sometimes, guys, that old noggin of mine forgets. But I think you are the prediction princess for this anime, Peach. What's that? You got the prediction for me? You sure? Okay. I'll believe you, Peach. My prediction princess has told me that this kid, he's sickly, right? He wants a better body. And I think he was unwilling to wait for the trigger arm to come back to the the foundation. And that's why he left. He went rogue. He stole a Mecha Ude that wasn't even finished from his own brother's organization because he's the president's brother. So he was desperate to get the trigger arm. But now that Hikaru has shown him the potential of the trigger arm, Alma, he now has this vendetta against Hikaru. Because at the end of the episode, he was like, no, I will be the one to kill him. And then it was like, wow. And then we got some development for Aki at the end of the episode as well, where she's like, the thing I'm investigating, where the leader of the arms at the beginning was like, don't let your personal feelings get in the way of this. She was investigating the fact that a person with a Mecha Ude killed her family. And wow, I mean, that's the kind of development I wish we got a little sooner. But it's episode 3. How sooner could you get? I think this is the perfect time to do it. And from my personal perspective, I think it's way better this way. You get it up front, so it changes the character dynamic, the friendship between Hikaru and Aki, and then it could allow for more moments of character growth. But speaking of her family, there was a shot at the end of the episode, end credits, again, with someone who clearly looks like her sister, with a Mecha Ude, and a picture of their family. Well then, that shakes things up considerably. So I'm hooked now for the whole rest of this show. Am I going to prioritize this one over Frieren? I don't know. Will I finally start a third one? Once again, I don't know if I want to start another one at the same time as this and Frieren. So, with that, in any case, I'll probably just do what I'm doing. Make it so it's only 2 at once. I would hate to have to take on more than I can manage. After all, I'm only the blind wizard. And sometimes I need to be able to keep track of what's going on. In any case, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the video with a friend. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Abracadabra, alakazam.